bomb was packed with explosives and taken into the basement of the World Trade Center and then exploded. But the buildings did not collapse. 6 floors were damaged, but the building did not collapse. It was clear as daylight that the Arabs were not themselves the architects of this effort, that they were duped. Because the fella who rented the van, the Arab boy who rented the van which was used in the attack, he had to give a deposit of $400. The day after the attack on the World Trade Center, this fellow went back to the office to collect his $400. Not knowing that the van which he rented was the van which was used in the attack. And so the same forces who attacked America on September the 11th, but this time they did a better job, because they rigged the buildings with explosives all the way up. They rigged the buildings with explosives, you see? So that when the explosives were detonated, the building could collapse nicely. The way they do a perfect demolition job, all the way coming down. This time they did a better job. The last time they failed. But in between the first effort and the second effort, there was a democratic government. Bill Clinton. It was not a Republican Bush government. And so the war on Iraq had to be put on hold. It had to be put on hold while Clinton was in office. And then when Clinton won re-election, they said, oh my gosh, we got to stand up for another 4 years of this man. How can we bring it down? How can we bring it down? And then they sent a girl named Monica. A Jewish girl named Monica. This was not simple hanky-panky. No. This was an effort to bring down the government so that it could be replaced with another which could serve the interests of those who wanted to take America to war on behalf of the Jewish state of Israel. They even took Clinton to be impeached. Only the second time in U.S. history that an effort was made to impeach a president. But Clinton was a gritty old horse from Arkansas, and Clinton survived. And so they had to wait. And then they bit their nails in fury when Al Gore polled more votes than Bush in the election. And only with the help of their friends in the Supreme Court, with a lot of Jews in the Supreme Court, they were able to hand victory to George Bush. They needed this man in the White House before they could pull off September the 11th. Like they needed his father before they could attempt to bomb the World Trade Center in 1992. Once they have this man in the White House, they can now attack Afghanistan. And they can now attack Iraq. And as your Prime Minister correctly said, they have other agendas after Iraq. He's correct on that. This war was made possible because there is a clique who now have control of the White House. In order to gain complete control over Mr. Bush, they had to have September 11th. Once the World Trade Centers collapsed, Bush was now putty in their hands. How long will the present window of opportunity last for them? Because they're saying after Iraq, we're going after Syria. We're going after Iran. We're going after Libya. We're going after all these things. How long will this window of opportunity last? Answer, so long as Bush is president. And so I want to say to you, it is not America which is waging war on Iraq. It is an America which has been hijacked. Many American people, without even knowing that the American government has been hijacked, many American people are protesting against the war. An American woman did what none of us have done. An American woman did what none of us have done so far. She left her home in Olympia, on the west coast of the United States. And she went to Palestine 2 weeks ago to protest with her mom, with her body, what is happening in the Holy Land. And she stood up before a house which was to be demolished, thinking that because she is a white American woman, Israel would not dare to do with her what Israel has been doing with the Palestinians. She attempted to stop the tank. The tank never stopped. The tank not only rolled over her, but came back and rolled back and rolled back. So she was killed. And so this is not an American war on Iraq. This is a war by a government of America which has been hijacked. A Bush Republican regime. The next elections are supposed to be in November of 2004, which is about 17, 18 months away. So they have a window of opportunity lasting another 16 months or so to do as much as they can do before the next election takes place. If Bush loses the election and the Democrats win, then the window of opportunity will be closed and they'll have to wait again. But if Bush wins the election and is re-elected, then the window of opportunity will remain open. This is what we may not be alive. You must use this information for your analysis. Now then, why do they want the war on Iraq? And why do they want the war on other countries after Iraq? Number one, now is our microanalysis. I've taken 1 hour and 20 minutes. Number one, to make the region safe for Israel. Number two, to pave the way for Israel's big war of territorial expansion. Number three, to take physical control of the oil so that the physical control could be passed on to Israel. Number four, to take control of water and then pass on that control of water, the rivers of Iraq, to Israel. Number five, to facilitate the consolidation of Shia Islam. That is Shia Iran and a Shia government in Iraq, whether Iraq is one state or many states, and Shia Lebanon coming together in one greater Shia world. And then to foment rivalry and conflict between Sunni Islam and Shia Islam. Divide and rule. Number five, to pave the way for the fall of the United States of America as the ruling state of the world. And there are many American political commentators who are now predicting this. Number six, number one, to make the region safe for Israel. Number two, to pave the way for Israel's big war of territorial expansion. Number three, to allow control of oil to pass to Israel. Number four, to allow control of water to pass to Israel. Number five, to facilitate, I wrote number five twice. to facilitate the consolidation of Shia Islam and then to foment Shia-Sunni conflict. Number 6, to pave the way for the fall of the United States of America as the ruling state in the world. Number 7, to allow Israel to replace the United States as the ruling state in the world and to force the submission of Europe, of Japan, of the Muslim world, of Malaysia, and the rest of the world to the rule of Israel. And so finally, to allow Dajjal to complete his mission of impersonating the Messiah